welcome and thank you for joining our Music for Global Change broadcast with founder and music ambassador Skyler Jett and presenter Tom Bryant and Ryan Shewchuk. And our special guest today is
Threshold Choir London.
Okay, welcome to the show. All three of you, Natasha, Sonia and Rachel, you are members of the Threshold Choir. I'll do a little intro on all three of you. And Natasha, you're the founder and musical director of Heart of London Threshold Choir, songwriter, painter, teacher of the creative practice visual medicine, and you're also an ordained One Spirit interfaith minister. Sonia Leite, you are an actor, singer and dancer with One Spirit, and you're also a spiritual counsellor. And Rachel, you are ICF accredited coach, and you partner with individuals looking to make changes to their life and work. So there's plenty more to talk about with you guys, with what you do and what you're about. So welcome to the show, guys, and please tell us more.
Well, thanks for having us on board. You know, it's great to be here. Not that many people have heard of Threshold Choirs yet.
Yeah. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, they started in California, in California, by a woman called Kate Munger, who was, one day she was singing to a friend, as she had done for many, many days. He was very ill, a friend of hers who had AIDS. And he was nearing the end of his life. And she said the only thing that helped her and buoyed her up and him was when she sang to him. And she was so moved by the experience, how powerful it was, that afterwards she decided she would set up a choir that was really, specifically for this. The purpose of singing at bedside, and so that's how it started. And I know it started with one choir and then blossomed 2, 3, 4. Then the organization started. I don't know exactly when, I'm not an expert, but now there's about 200 choirs, is it? 200?
Wow. That's incredible.
All over the world. There are many in the US, and it's now, you know, they're in Australia. There's even one in Cambodia. There's about 8.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, you use this healing tool, and how does it help, your friends, your patients? How does it help?
Sonia, do you want to?
Well, as you know, your mission statement is all about vibration and frequency and intention. So when we're holding an intention of love, or specifically ask the person, what do you need? What do you need in this moment? And they might be ill, or they might just be stressed for the day, or they just might need some kind of comfort. The words that we sing, the music and the songs are really simple, sweet words, which melt the nervous system, which helps the people to relax. And of course, we benefit as well. So,
of course,
you talk a lot about the one world and we're all one together. That frequency reaches all of us when we're singing. And there's just a deep love for each other and for humanity. So some people, they feel reset, renewed, and other people feel energized, and some people just want to gently go to sleep. It's almost like adult lullabies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Very cool.
I like that.
And anybody, but primarily adults. Yeah.
And are these all original compositions?
Many of them, most of them, are written by Threshold Choir singers, and more and more being added every day. You can imagine now with 200 plus choirs, and once you become an official member of the Threshold Choir organization, you have access to their fantastic repertoire of songs.
Presumably because you primarily do this kind of bedside, if you like, singing, the size of you guys, is it based on the kind of room and the kind of instance of you're going to be singing at, or how many of you generally sing at each occasion? Do you kind of split it between who can do certain performances?
Yeah, because there's about 20 of us in the group, in the choir, But obviously, if all 20 gathered on the bed, we'd blast somebody out of the bed.
Sure.
So, for example, there's a hospice that we work with. If we're at bedside, we would just have 3, maybe 4 of us, but then they'll occasionally have remembrance events where they're honoring the lives that have passed over a period in a community center or whatnot. And then we might bring the whole choir and we would help them punctuate the program or other type events that we might be asked to come that need that sort of different flavor than you would get from something that was performative.
Okay, thank you.
That makes sense.
Sound like something that should go on tour.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah. I mean,
Relaxation tour.
We need healing all over the world. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's it.
Ryan, you got a question?
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this. I'm very interested. Is it a certain type of music? Is it faith-based? Is it a certain tone, I guess? Like what kind of music is it?
It's a cappella. It's
Okay.
all voice. And we often sing in different harmonies. So you get that beautiful harmony thing going on, which can be very soothing. A lot of the time we're singing just oohs and humming, because humming is very, very powerful. What we're doing is we're really trying to relax people deeply, and whatever's going on, we're there to accompany them and help them really experience in a deeper way, to drop down in their bodies and experience whatever they're going through, whatever threshold that is, whether it's a wedding, which we sung at weddings, baby blessing, or we've sung to women, exhausted women with toddlers, and they kind of lie down in our beds in a reclining chair, and they are so grateful for just like 3 moments of quiet, and even the toddlers, even the babies go quiet.
Yeah, that's what harmonies can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Voice was the first instrument before anything, right? And that's how they, when they got to pianos and string stuff like that, they can just match the tone, But like I always say, God gave us different tones. Like your fingerprint, your vocal tone is, it doesn't like I said, I was saying that earlier today. We can switch cities and call each other. Hey, how you doing, Rachel? It was hey, Sonia. Hi, Natasha. It doesn't matter where you're standing. I know your voice.
Right.
Now that we hear your voice, right? And that's the cool thing. It separates the stars from the superstars too. People that can sing songs, other people's songs. You can be a star that way. But a superstar is somebody that can write, come up with the content, and sing your own melodies and lyrics. That's when I'm producing vocalists. I'm like, okay, when are you gonna stop doing top 40 songs? You know what I mean? And when do we find out who you are, right? You already got a voice. You got to use it and work on it and make a sound out of it.
True. Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has something to say.
That's right. That's right. And if you're out there singing other people's songs, that's cool. You can make a living at it. But if you want to move 20 feet from the backgrounds up to the front of the stage, you're going to have to come up with some content, and that comes from courage. Just like, you know what? I'm willing to say something too while I'm singing notes, right? And I'd love to hear you guys. I mean, I told the guys you guys are coming over to treat us.
We're hoping that you're going to relax and receive. When we have someone join our choir for the first time, we put them in a special sort of reclining chair, and we ask them to just close their eyes if they want and really be comfortable. And it's quite an experience. And what I realized the first time I did it is I don't know the last time I let anybody sort of sing to me. It would have been my mother when I was very small. So it's quite, it can be, an experience. So we invite you to put yourself in some way that you can be comfortable in.
But hey, I'm getting comfortable right now.
Yeah. Lay down.
I believe I'm ready.
Yeah. And if you fall asleep, We are honored.
Oh my God. Okay, shoot. You guys come over every night.
So we'd like to sing a song to you called Sweet, Sweet Dreams, which is written by Lauren Lane Powell, who sadly is no longer with us. She is an American singer, and she's written some wonderful songs. Sweet, Sweet Dreams. So please, if you feel like closing your eyes, this goes for anyone listening, watching. Take a deep breath. Lie down if you'd like to. Get really comfy. Sweet, sweet dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Just on the other side of night. Dream of precious dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Just on the other side of night. Dream of precious peace. Sweet, sweet dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Just on the other side of night. Dream of precious peace. Ooh. Sweet, sweet dreams. Sweet, sweet dreams. Just on the other side of night. Dream of precious peace. Dream of precious peace. Dream of precious peace.
Wow.
Namaste.
That was incredible.
So beautiful.
Love that.
That is so beautiful to hear. The voice is something else. I mean, the way you split your harmonies like that, it was really beautiful. Thank you for that.
Ryan's going to sleep. See? Ryan, wake up.
Give me a moment. I'm relaxed.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, with my eyes closed, I was sitting there going like, "This is acapella." I could hear like a cello or something. I was like, "Wow, this is
right.
Amazing voices."
Yeah, fantastic.
How do you join a Threshold choir? And do you have to be a good singer? I'm just asking for myself.
Well, if you look up on the main website, they like a map of singers all over the world. You find the one nearest you, the choir nearest you, and approach them. And every choir is a bit different. Most of the choirs, I would say, there's no audition. What's most important is your outlook and who you are, and you know what you bring in your heart.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
cool.
Now Tom's a barbershop.
I am.
singer.
Tom, I thought you were going to join. I thought you were going to jump.
Well, I
in at some
could
point,
have.
Tom.
Yeah. No, I've sung barbershops now for about 35 years or so. So yeah, I mean, a cappella is definitely, you know, where I'm at as far as types of styles of singing. Fantastic harmonies, fabulous singing you guys do. Is it, I mean, from what I've seen, obviously the photos I've seen, it's primarily women in the photos. Is it guys as well? Do you mix? Do you have, like, there's ones where there's guys alone and then there's women that perform, or how do you guys mix? Do you mix together as well, or how does that work?
He wants an audition, is what he's saying.
You know, diversity is important to the Threshold Choir organisation, I know, and well, we decided a long time ago that we would stay a women's choir.
Okay.
Keep it simple, but many Threshold choirs have men, you know, men and women.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Excellent. Yeah.
Well, some of the feedback we've got sometimes is that it's really soothing to hear a woman's voice singing bass.
Oh yeah.
You know,
okay.
it's different. We're not used to it, so that can be quite refreshing. That it's still female-led, but different.
Yeah. Now, do you guys have representation or agent or anything like that?
No.
No.
We don't. No.
And I think there's something quite, you know, our purpose is to connect, and our purpose is to offer a service to people, and that the fact that it's not really performative, there's something quite, I don't know, it feels different, and it allows people to join that may not feel as confident in their voice, you know, on their own, but in a group they do. And there's something about the way that what we're offering doesn't have any of the things that sometimes come with performative that feels really refreshing about it. Yeah, it's a different kind.
Yeah,
You got a question?
Just so soothing. I mean,
Taking it in.
Here's my question: is like, I'm on your website and I'm sitting there going, like, man, if you put this on YouTube, people
that's true.
People would watch this. You would have millions and millions of views.
Well, we're going to do that. We're going to put it on YouTube. They've been on the show now.
Very true. That's very true. Just off the back of that, what Ryan's saying there, I mean, is there something you guys have thought about maybe producing? I mean, I know obviously this is slightly further than going to YouTube, but what you're doing, you could easily produce CDs and kind of produce music that could be played by people. If maybe they can't get you in properly, they could maybe buy or download your music and play it that way. So there's certainly, to my mind, several avenues that you guys could promote and push what you're doing to people, if you're not already doing so.
Well, what's interesting, Tom, is that when COVID hit, you know, we couldn't go into hospices.
Right.
So we actually did a few songs on our iPhones, and the people could play them. The nurses or the hospice staff could put them next to the ear of the person. And that gave us an idea of maybe perhaps we should do a little, as you say, a CD or some kind of compilation.
Definitely would be. I think it would fit. I think it could definitely fit for something, even if, I mean, you didn't necessarily have to. I noted from your website that what you're doing is, generally speaking, free to people who want to have you come to see them and sing for them. Even if you made it, obviously you need to set this up and you need to do these kind of things, but even if you had a nominal fee or a donation based thing whereby, you know, I think it would be definitely something that would work for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, aren't there festivals with just vocals? I mean, you know, a cappella kind of
There's loads.
vibe?
I mean, you guys.
How do you do it for barbershop?
Well, I'm just going to say, you guys could perform at a barbershop convention. We have conventions every year when, we have competitions as a national organization, either the male and the female version of the art. And there's also now, actually, we're combining now, it's going into mixed choirs and mixed groups. So actually, and part of our conventions is we usually invite in some kind of people who do similar sorts of things what we do. So things like that, you guys, you'd be a great fit for that, to come on and perform. Another thought I had was, because you are so pretty much global as to how many choirs there are, had you thought about doing some kind of, I don't know, like an online maybe thing, like a collaborative concert or something like that could maybe be recorded? Or perhaps you can tell me whether or not you guys get to interact with each chapter that you have out there in the US and all the different places in the world.
There is some, on Zoom now, since COVID, there's been quite a bit more interaction with other choirs.
Yeah.
But I know on the website there's some things you can listen to, and
Yeah, it's very good. Excellent.
We would love to make a CD one day. We just haven't got, never got round to it.
It's got round to it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Isn't it?
Just dive into YouTube. It's a money.
That's it. That's a way of doing it. Yeah.
But also to spread the word, right? And to offer, when you're saying, like, if you can't be there, or if there's a situation where they can go, hey,
you have
turn on our YouTube and
another avenue. Yeah.
So, like, wow. I didn't know what I was expecting when I hear like soothing wire, right? I thought it was going to be something like, like with monks sing or something like that, right? And you started singing vocals, and I was like, oh, okay, like I can almost sing along to this. But it was great, and I really enjoyed it. I'm ready. I'm going to use this recording to relax every night.
That's it. Yeah.
Do some more. Thank you so much.
Well, Ryan, if you can, send some love over there where you can turn them on to somebody. Now, I know a guy with a studio, so we can get you in his studio to do it. You just got to figure out which ones you want to do. And it's usually, if you get 3 songs, if you do 3, then you got something to show for getting booked and stuff like that, right? A great picture in 3 songs. Well, that's the way they used to do it back in my day.
Now it's just on your phone. You're good. Where are you Where are you ladies located?
We're in the center of London, in Bayswater.
Oh, okay. So I'm the odd man out here.
Right. He's never been over here.
You're a bit further away.
Yeah.
I'm in a place called Texas.
Oh. Well, I bet you there's a threshold choir near you somewhere.
I bet there is.
I'm going to look them up. There's probably one in Dallas or Houston or something.
Yeah, I think there's one in
awesome.
Austin and maybe Dallas. Yeah, I'm from Texas, so I had a look when I went.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. You're from Texas?
There you go.
Well, there you go.
All right, I'll check out Austin. I love Austin. I'm in Midland, so maybe not a threshold choir here, but
but you're
maybe we start a chapter. Let's do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I love it. Well, listen, thank you so much for taking your time to come on our show today. It was really wonderful, and thank you for the treat of listening to your music and your beautiful vocals. And
fabulous.
Let's see if we can push this, this interview around to some of your friends. I mean, when you're trying to get booked somewhere, they can hear directly from you, and that's the cool part.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
it's been a complete joy to sing here for you.
And we're so on board with your mission and what you guys are doing. It's really, we've seen quite a few of your podcasts, and they're all so inspiring. So thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the whole show is about lyrical content that heals, educates, and solve problems, right? And it can be around any kind of music. I mean, but you guys come on and do it vocally. That goes to show you really don't need the instrument. You can get the point from the beautiful vocals like that. It's so wonderful. Now it's all about what you're saying. You know what I mean? What do you want to talk about? And the fact that you can use your gift to do that is the most beautiful thing could ever happen to any of us. My mom always say, God don't give talent to everybody. You know what I mean? So if you got it, go out there and spread the love, you know? And that's what we want to do. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Namaste, namaste, namaste.
Namaste. Lots of love.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.